Ain't no M's in my bank account, but it's in my goal. I say fuck being broke, but that shit is getting old. If she throw that pussy at me, I'ma catch it cause I'm open. I ain't talking USC when I say I keep the Trojans. Ain't no shame in my shit. From the struggle to the top, got no milk, fuck it, eat the cereal straight out the box.
Tell you the truth, I really don't even care about none of these other boxers. Like, I don't. You know, I'm just a Errol Spence fan, Floyd Mayweather fan, so that's pretty much generally all I talk about on this channel. I respect Terrence Crawford for his confidence and, his, mindset that he has. He wants to fight everybody, but the likelihood of the fights happening that he wants, unless he leaves Bob Arum, like you can go listen to a lot of old Mayweather interviews, and he was just talking about how Bob Arum loves to keep all the money in house. That's what he loves to do. He loves to have, the top ranked fighters, the top ranked stable to face each other. That's what he does, and he set it up like that so he could keep that money, just keep coming in house. He don't want to fight, his fighter to fight everyone else, because then you have to split the purse. And that's not what he wants. That's why the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Thurman fight is unlikely at the moment. Floyd didn't fight Miguel Cotto till he freed his wing. He was fortunate enough to be able to, get a fight with Manny Pacquiao, but it took years and years for it to happen. So, for me, I just think that, unless Terrence Crawford want to make that happen, like, he's gonna have to leave Bob Arum and free his wings, spread his wings or whatever, But let's get back to Errol Spence. If Errol Spence become the face of boxing, and let's say he defeats his mandatory, Boxing Ego, it was a rumor that he put out that he's possibly going to be facing Omar Figueroa. So he says that he's going to be facing Omar Figueroa. Adrian Brown is going to be facing Jesse Vargas, if I'm not mistaken. So I got my ears. What I want y'all to know is, like, in terms of like boxing, it has to be authentic to me. Like, I'm an Errol Spence fan, so I watch Errol Spence. This is how I feel. I don't really watch. I guess you could call me a casual fan, but that's just what I'm not going to sit up here and act like I like the Charlo twins too, but I don't really get into the Charlo twins like that. But as far as like Errol Spence, he's my favorite fighter, so I support Errol Spence. And everybody else it would just be not genuine to me to sit up there and watch. It has to be a fight that really intrigued me. If it was Keith Thurman versus Kell Brook, I'd probably watch that fight. I think I'd watch that fight if I had the time, but I want to go out my way and watch that fight. But I would like to pose a question. If Errol Spence becomes the face, let's say he defeats his mandatory, then he goes on to face rematch Kell Brook, gets another title. He has 2 titles. And let's say Keith Thurman struggles again with Shawn Porter. Let's say it's a real close fight with Shawn Porter. And then he has another injury, or let's say that he struggles with Danny Garcia, or he doesn't beat them convincingly. And because what's happening is he's losing a lot of respect. Like, a lot of people are losing respect for Keith Thurman. The difference between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and Floyd Mayweather being able to not fight Manny Pacquiao, or to like, a lot of people say he ducked, but Floyd Mayweather had an established fan base even before Manny Pacquiao. Like we talk about a genuine fan base, millions of people all over the world, from the wrestling thing, from Dancing with the Stars, just boxing in general, and just being a superstar in the sport, because he was, like, we talking about casual fans and boxing fans knew exactly who he was, and the same thing for Manny Pacquiao. So he could get by with not fighting Manny Pacquiao and just continue to fight, because he was still doing millions of homes by fighting, doing pay-per-view. We talking about pay-per-view, and still being able to keep a large portion of the revenue. See, for Keith Thurman, it's not the same. It's not equal. But he, in his mind, he thinks that. He really thinks that because of you got social media, and he really thinks that. So he think he could just get by with just being like, same thing for Shawn Porter. They think like they could just get by with people like, oh well, they think they could just get by with just saying, I'll wait to fight him or let the fight build up. But it's a total difference, and you can't compare it. So I pose this question: if Errol Spence get in a position to where he has 2 titles, and everybody he's starting to gain. If you haven't seen Jeff Mayweather's article on Fight Hype where he was talking about, he felt like, Keith Thurman is shying away. He's stalling. I'm going to post the article below, and I want you guys to read it for yourself. Absolutely, like, just destroyed Keith Thurman. But, and I also posted a question or a comment on Fight Hype with Shawn Porter was like he would 100% fight Errol Spence. But he's not going to do it right now. He was like, the money got to be right and all this other stuff, right? So you lose this Keith Thurman, and let's say he loses to Keith Thurman, and Errol Spence is that guy. If Errol Spence says, I don't want to fight them, I don't care about them, they're not even on my radar no more, would you lose respect for Errol Spence? Would you say he's ducking them? If he say Danny Garcia want to fight him, Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman, let's say all those guys want to fight him, he'd be like, nah, y'all had y'all chance. Y'all had y'all chance. Now I'm gonna give everybody who's coming along, all the fighters that's hungry, that's trying to build their name, that got a title, or I'm gonna give them a shot. I'm not gonna give y'all had y'all chance. You know what I'm saying? Let's say he getting big paydays now. Because he gaining that respect. He just needs to do something to get him to that next level. Possibly beat a well-quality name opponent, or be somebody with a name who's become a star in the sport. And he beat them because those guys are scared to fight him. And it's more so they really want the money. Like they want a super big payday so they could retire, so they could just leave and retire from the sport. They simply in it, to get as much money as they can. And when you start to do things for money and you don't really see Floyd Mayweather is different. Because he trained like it was, he trained like there's no tomorrow. So for him, it's for the love of the sport. He always had that love for it. For these guys, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like, oh, I want to get this, retire, get a certain level, and I'm gonna get comfortable, and I'm done. For him, it's like I'm gonna keep going, because I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build generational wealth. Would you hold him to the same standard that you're holding these guys? Like, would you say he's ducking them if he'd be like, you know what? I don't want to fight. I don't care about it, because when I tried to fight y'all didn't want to fight y'all. Now, what if the roles change? What if Errol Spence does a pay-per-view fight, does a big fight? Let's say another star, because that's what happens. Stars are born all times, overnight. Stars come in the sport. It happens. Things change. Your star could be here one day, gone the next. Let's say somebody else hyped up, and Errol Spence, he's in a position to fight Errol Spence, gets a title, and now that's a fight. And let's say Errol Spence beats him, get a title from him, beats Kell Brook again, take a title from him, be his mandatory. Let's just say Errol Spence started rising. He's starting to become known. We talk about become a star in the sport. And if he say, you know what, I don't want to fight, because that's what happened. Because Keith Thurman is in it. He wants the money, strictly the money. Like, he's in it. He doesn't care about the love of the sport. Now, the money's going to come. As much as you keep rising, the bag, that's going to come, bro. Like, it's bound to happen. You seen it. Floyd Mayweather didn't come in the game rich. The same thing for Muhammad Ali. They had to earn their stripes. Same thing for Mike Tyson. Despite him losing a lot of money, but he earned his stripes. He built this way up. It wasn't, I'm going to lose a fight at 147. I'm not going to clean up the 147 division. I'm gonna just jump up and face Canelo Alvarez and get knocked out, or I'm gonna just jump up and go fight, you know, a Gennady Golovkin and then get knocked out or get my eye socket broken and then try to come back down and then not expect for my value or my stock to drop. You get what I'm saying? See, Errol Spence is gaining respect. See, they'll respect it if he goes up and face, you know, Canelo Alvarez or anybody at 154 because everybody is not willing to fight him. He wants to fight the best. So he's taking their fans because a lot of people, I seen a lot of people like, oh, well, Keith Thurman, I lost a lot of respect for Keith Thurman because he don't want to fight Errol Spence. So for me, I think that if Errol Spence become the cash cow and be like, you know what, I don't want to fight y'all, I wouldn't mind because he gave y'all the opportunity. Now it would just go to show that y'all simply in it. Y'all not in it for the dedication or really believe that you could beat him. You just want the money. You trying to use him for a payday so you could retire. That's all it is. They wanted to use him for a payday so they could get out the game and retire. You know, you gotta earn it. You gotta get the money gonna come. You gonna get that money. And you see people, oh, it's a prize fighter, dummy. It's a prize fighter. It's a prize fight. Yes, it's a prize fight. But it's a fight. And typically when you fight, you have the best competitors fighting each other. And that's what it's about.